Welcome in. This is Boarding Call Engagement. My name is Mesha, and we are going to be taking off to a few different destinations tonight in conversation. I hope that you will join me. You can head over to girlletsgo.com and start your online check-in, or also join me in the cockpit for an exclusive experience where you and I will get a chance to take this conversation into new heights. But if no one joins me again today, that's quite okay. I do have an agenda and I have some work to do on this computer right here. So it's going to be a long flight. I'm going to be here behind the scenes working. So if you catch this on your replay or if you catch me in your feed, you're welcome to upgrade to the cockpit experience. Again, that's where you go over at girlletsgo.com. You can click the yellow button so that you can join the cockpit and be a part of a live conversation experience. Um, that's really an open call for us to catch up. I know I'm in Thailand. It's 5:34 a.m. here in Thailand, but over there in the western side of the world, it's like 6 o'clock p.m. on the east side. I mean, on the east side, and then 3 on the west, right? So somewhere between the next couple hours, I should be able to catch somebody. And I don't care if you're catching me on my phone, if you want to call in, if you are catching me and you want to upgrade to the cockpit experience, however you want to do it. If you want to share a joke, ask a question, um, have conversation or whatever, I'm open for it. Anyway, 12 minutes on the countdown. I'm going to go ahead and continue getting started and dressed with my morning. This week I've come on live here a couple times, touch bases with you guys, shared depths of information with you on so many things. I hope that if you're catching the replay at some time in your lifetime, you will round back around and let me know that something that I said, resonated with you or hit or even was intriguing in the least bit because I've been taking y'all around the world virtually um, and just showcasing really um, as much as I can. So, in that sense, I'm going to go ahead and continue getting started. I hope that I'm able to catch some of you guys today. But if not, that is again quite okay. Sit back and enjoy the show. Today, I'm going to be taking you to some new destinations. We'll finish up on our flight from yesterday. And I'm also going to be highlighting Girl Let's Go today because y'all, I've been working hard on this baby. And I need y'all to go head over to my website and check her out. I might not be the travel agent for you, and that's fine. However, on our website, you might find something that is for you. You might find something for someone else, and I'm going to give you more than enough reason to stop by today and take a look because what I've been working on behind the scenes, y'all, I cannot let slip away simply because the algorithms don't want to put me in front of you, or I don't know what funkiness is going on, but I can't let it slip away. So on the screen today, from time to time, you'll see different selections of the bucket list baddie behavior, and then couple of my bucket list babies will be coming on. I just feel it to share some experiences with you all as well. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna take myself out of the picture for a little bit, give you guys some time into that. Also doing some checks here to make sure I'm good on the audio and all of that stuff. So, hello world, my name is Mesha. This is boarding call at Gate G. If you catch this on your feed, we are just right under 10 minutes away from getting started in conversation. So you can round back if you need to. I'm just getting started for the day. So, welcome in, welcome in. Go ahead and create your profile at Girl Let's Go if you're just now seeing this. This is your opportunity to create, again, a profile for yourself. It helps us to get to know you, but it also helps the women in our community get to know you and welcome you. We have a swim up bar where you can go and open up conversation, ask questions, again, about destinations, about travel, all of that. So, really, the opportunity to meet before we get into destination is there. It is there. All you have to do is go set up that profile and start connecting with us. So, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining. If you catch this on your news feed, on your replay, definitely stop by and say, hey, I am here behind the scenes, like I said. Um, but I got some work to do today. It's 5:38 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and continue getting to it. We'll pop on some Girl Let's Go records and let y'all have a time with that. But in the meantime, get your profile set up at Girl Let's Go. I'll see you soon. Also, I like to just stop in from time to time and remind you all to please get some travel insurance. Please. This is my dedication to you, making sure to be present and remind you all from time to time. Please get that travel insurance. It's important. Let me just take a moment because I done lost that little feed. But it's important, y'all, that you not just get insurance. Please listen to me. Get the right insurance. Okay, don't get some bad insurance and be mad when something goes wrong on your trip and you're not able to get a hotel accommodation or you're not able to get the type of coverage that you need. Travel insurance should be more than, oh, I got some insurance. It should be an acquisition of getting the travel insurance that you need. Please. So take a moment. If you have booked a trip, I don't care where you booked that trip in the world. If you have booked a trip and you don't have insurance, you can still add insurance. A lot of times, very late, y'all. You'll have less coverage, but sometimes something is better than nothing. I will say that. And there have been times where my clients have been able to get and benefit from buying travel insurance later in the game. But let me tell you, these travel insurances companies, they're not stupid. All right, they know you just bought the insurance because you just decided you wanted to cancel yesterday. They they know. They send me the requests. They send in um, request for me to send in verification to your dates and to all the little things that you told them because you passed up insurance in the beginning, didn't put it on your trip. Now something didn't happen and you feel like the world should bend for you because, you know, it was my grandmother or whatever your situation is. I don't mean to smile while I'm talking about it, but I promise you it's always something. My clients, you know, they always feel like their situation is the creme de la creme. That's the one that everybody should bend the rules behind. But in all honesty, even in putting my trips together, y'all, I spend a lot of time putting reminders and embedding clauses and putting information in front of my clients to encourage them to purchase travel insurance. And it was interesting, actually, after COVID, I thought that we would have a spike in people getting travel insurance. But on average, about 2 years after COVID, we were still getting bookings within the 80 percentile range of people not getting travel insurance. Not to say that they didn't get it from us. Maybe some people may have gotten it on their own. But for the most part, in the research and studies and things that I've done, they won't get it. I'm curious to know, do you buy insurance, travel insurance, or not? My screen is showing me something totally different than why is it doing this? This should be pissing me off. Can y'all see this? Yeah. But on my live screen, it's showing me a totally different setup. It's got me at the top right there, and then three things at the bottom. But clearly, that's not what's going on. I've been trying to focus, but the OCD inside of me don't want it to look like that in the background. Keep going. It breaks my train of thought real good. So bear with me as I do that. But yeah, why do you pass a travel insurance? I'm curious to know. If you catch this on your newsfeed, I'm just making conversation because ain't nobody really chilling with me. But if you do catch the replay, I would like to know. Recently, I had some travelers. I mean, this is always a thing. It's nothing new. But recently, I had some travelers to try me. You know, they went and told their bank that they didn't know who I was, reported the charges as fraudulent of all things. It's crazy. By the time you book with me, you have had several emails, you had several introductions to Girl Let's Go, and you've been given reminders, like I said, before, during, and after we put together the trip. We remind and encourage our clients to get, travel insurance. But this person decided that they weren't going to get travel insurance, and instead of just reaching out and saying, "Hey, can you stop payments? Can I cancel my trip?" All of these things they don't require a call with Girls Go. You literally can go into your portal, and conduct all your affairs. But not only did the client not do that, not reach out and say, "Hey, can you cancel my payments?" or cancel them themselves, she puts in a request to their bank and says that the transaction is fraudulent and she'd like to dispute it. So I've been gathering all of my details and all of my documentation to fight said dispute, but it really pisses me off for real. And I just thought I would ask the world, why y'all do shit like that? Why? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna get into how I feel about it because fuck how I feel. As a small business owner, though, the reality is I am trying to build a reputation for myself, not just with my customers, but also with my suppliers and also with, each of the merchants and things that I have. My reputation is important to me on a business level beyond what my clients do, right? So when we have these erroneous claims that we don't know who this travel company is that just decided to go into our account and start drafting money for a vacation that we wanted to force you to take, right? Imagine that. Um, it also puts a ding on us as a small business. It ruins the reputation that I'm trying to build. And the sad part about it sometimes is y'all know, sometimes y'all win. Now, I've gotten better at fighting my disputes. I've gotten better at updating my terms and conditions and things of that nature. So, I don't lose too many nowadays. But damn, that's a hell of a way to do it. So anyway, if you catch this in your news feed, definitely put a mental note to always buy travel insurance. Going all these crazy, weird ways to dispute charges and to claim like you don't know the company, and then all the things that we do to try to get insurance, later on. Sometimes, guys, insurance can be as little as $50. It can be, in the $100 range. It can even be more. But I can tell you, I've been around a while to see a couple things, and I can tell you that a lot of people don't even fathom, can't even fathom the amount of things that are covered in a travel insurance policy, let alone read it. Most people don't read it. But the things that are covered and not covered in the travel insurance policy, we can crack that open. Some of you might have found out recently that acts of war are not included. Certain medical outbreaks on cruises are not included. It's funny, I actually teach that in my university. In the cruise section, there's a part where we go into the high prone ability. I'm pretty sure there's another word for that, but the of viruses and things on cruises. Not just the fact that that's something that we should be ready for, um, but also having different contingencies, plans, and knowing how to respond when those things happen. If God forbid, and I'm so thankful we haven't had anyone caught up in that. But yeah. So anyway, we spent enough time on travel insurance for today. From time to time, when I'm doing my segments, I will make sure to talk about travel insurance just to keep it on your mind and remind you. You can always go to girlletsgo.com/travel insurance and shop travel insurance policies. It's free. It only takes you literally a minute or two to get a quote. Okay. And you can search that quote. Maybe we'll do one later on today. I'm not prepared now. But you can shop that quote against other suppliers and what they have to offer. Are you included in medevac services if something were to go wrong? If you were to get food sick, if there was a natural disaster of some sort, if the tour conductor or any part of the entity in which your trip is booked with, which sometimes there's quite a few entities. At least when we book trips, we might deal with a good 10 to 15 different entities throughout the trip, which all of which, when people are asking for refunds, has already gone to many suppliers who have their own terms and conditions, non-refundable to me as the business owner, as it is anyway. That's beside the point. It's just to say that if you want to get the travel insurance again that gives you the type of coverage that you desire in the event that you have an emergency. If you don't have the type of coverage that covers, rebooking your flight, don't look for it with your baggage only travel insurance. That's all I got to say on that for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and lay off the travel insurance for a while. But again, grand rising to everyone. Hello world. My name is Mesha. What girl? Let's go. I am here in Thailand. I'm working behind the scenes at the desk. Um, and so I'm sharing, let me get this set up right. I'm sharing this space with you in hopes that we can connect, have some conversation, and all of that. But guess what? If not, that's okay too. We just dropped off the topic of travel insurance, y'all, but I'm gonna take you to a couple more places. First things first, countdown clock has shut down. So I want to ask you, because I went to the cockpit, I haven't seen anybody join me. Okay, so it's just us. So I'm gonna fix my screen because I still see it showing something at the bottom that shouldn't be there. But up at the top, I'm displaying some questions for those of you who are into my Somewhere Else series. So, Somewhere Else. The series itself is about questioning whether or not there's a place out there for you that doesn't keep you anchored to the place and the things that you are used to. That's it. If you think that there's a place out there for you and it's out here in this world somewhere, then you're a part of the Somewhere Else attraction and series. And quite frankly, that's how I ended up in Thailand. But in any case, I'm going to invite you guys over the next couple minutes to share a um, a culture shock that you have experienced, whether you moved abroad or just clashed or ran into a new country. Um, you can type it in the comments. You can upgrade to the cockpit experience. You can call in that sort of thing. But if you have experienced a culture shock, I would love to hear from you. So I'll leave it up for a little bit. I'm going to switch gears, continue to get started in my morning. It's 5:51 here in Thailand. So thank you so very much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and get my coffee started. Let's see. How can I fix this? Welcome in, welcome in. This is Mesha Boarding College 18. If you've experienced a culture shock, traveling abroad, definitely leave a comment, or you can upgrade to the cockpit experience and share that conversation with me. I'd love to hear from you. Mhm. Let's take myself out of here. Again, welcome in if you're just now joining. My name is Nisha. All right, so we are going to switch gears for just a little bit. Welcome in. This is Mesha, boarding call at Gate G. I appreciate you spending the top of your morning with me, but we're going to go ahead and get into the conversation. If you are catching this on your news feed, living abroad, traveling somewhere in the world, go ahead and let me know that you saw this by leaving a comment or something in the comments. I truly appreciate it. But definitely hang back around because in about 11 minutes, we are going to jump into conversation. I hope to connect with you soon. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Mesha. What girl, let's go. I am the visionary, and I am here to share just a little bit of time with y'all this morning as I'm going through my day, waking up, and here for the conversation. So, if you happen to catch this in your news feed, you want to stop in and say hi, share a laugh, drop a comment, that sort of thing, I would definitely appreciate it. I've been coming on here for about 6, 7 months now. 6, 7. And y'all really ain't been showing up for real, for real. Now, I do have my baddies that have been coming through. You know who you are. I appreciate you. But there's such a huge space for someone else to call in today. If I haven't spoken to you in 6, 7 months, it's about time. Tap in, friend. This is your opportunity to catch up, ask your questions. But more than anything, I really have enjoyed the catch up part. This is one of my dream locations that I wanted to share with you guys. Check it out. It's in St. Lucia. I'll pull up today. We'll fly in. How about that? Y'all, the room that you're looking at only has 3 walls. Okay. So the fourth wall is your mountain view. It's that ocean view. It's that everything that you see behind here. Isn't that beautiful? Anybody want to go to St. Lucia and visit one of my dream destinations? This is one that I'll be blocking, excuse me, that I'll be crossing off the list blocking. Gotta do it. Share your dream destination with me. I would love to hear where you want to go, a place that you've been. Share a picture, a video. Have you ever been to St. Lucia? Yeah, pictures as soon as I land. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging with me this morning. My name is Mesha, and this is your window seat edition of Boarding Call at Gate G. We got about 3 minutes on the countdown. I'm hoping I'm gonna fish today. I hope I'm gonna go fish and find somebody in that cockpit. Maybe an old friend, maybe someone new. That's okay too. But the show must go on. Here we are in where was this? We were in Punta Cana. Yeah, Punta Cana. This particular excursion, there's quite a few of them that are pretty common, but I connected with a partner of mine in Punta Cana, and since this was like our second or third time going in, I didn't want to do the standard excursion, so I asked them to take us off the beaten path a bit. And so, since we did have some returning ladies coming back on that same trip, which was the Sweet Life 3, I believe, they didn't have to repeat the same excursion that they'd been to Thailand. Nobody had done this one before, so it was really, really nice. What is the experience that you enjoyed the most, or you enjoy doing the most when you are out there in the world on your excursions? Let me know. All right, let's get in there. This is my crew. That's my baby girl right there behind me. She came out on this trip to help assist her mom, and I truly appreciate her. That's a blessing to be able to work with my baby like that. All right, here I am. All right, let's get to that. Oh shit. Welcome in, my friend. My name is Mesha. I am the visionary here at Girl at School. Excuse me, y'all. From time to time, I think I can sing. I did write the song though. I'm gonna get y'all some good footage in just a second, but enjoy. I got a little bit of fixing to do because my phone is showing me a different layout again for y'all. Why is it doing that? That's crazy. Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Mesha, the visionary at Girl Let's Go. Sharing one of the trips that we took to Punta Cana. Had the pleasure and luxury of having my baby girl who's traveled with me since she was a baby. Assist me on this trip. Los Cabos, the place that almost took your girl out. Do not play with them damn waves out there, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Welcome in, welcome in. This is window seat. My name is Nisha, boarding call at Gate G. I've checked the cockpit and we do not have anyone joining us in the conversation, so I'll continue on with the show. Just sit back and relax. If you catch the replay, let me know. welcome in. My name is Mesha, the visionary of Girl Let's Go. This is Window Seat. You're actually joining me in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic right now. If you've ever been, let me know. Definitely would love to hear from you today. You can drop a comment, you can call in, share an experience. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Window Seat. My name is Mesha. I am working behind the scenes today, but I'm here to play. If anybody wants to join, you are welcome to call in, drop a comment. Welcome into Window Seat. My name is Mesha. We are just chilling and exploring the world today. I'm here working behind the scenes. You're welcome to pop in and ask a question if you like, share a laugh, comment, catch up. But I'm here. It'll be a long flight, but that's okay. We're getting shit done in the background. So pop in, friend, if you would like. Otherwise, enjoy the show. Welcome in, welcome in. If you were just now joining me, my name is Mesha. I'm the visionary at Girl Let's Go. I work with a team of about 10 destination darlings, and this is a trip that we put together and went into Punta Cana. So I'll be sharing that with you guys over the next couple of minutes, as well as some stops into Dubai. So stick around. If you have any questions, if you would like to join the cockpit, enrich the conversation today, you have nothing but time to do so because I'll be working behind the scenes. So luckily for you, if you can't join me right now, that's fine. I'll be here for a while. Here are some lady friends that I met in Cabo. Isn't that such a beautiful picture, y'all? I love birds in Cabo as well. I ain't mad at him. Oh yeah, we had fun on this boat, y'all. We partied from sun up to sundown on plane. It was only like a little 2, 3 hour excursion, but it was cool. My girl in the back, we just gonna call her Miss Cabo. She was hell on on the ship, but we had a great time. I love meeting new friends while traveling. All right, let's tap into our ladies out there in Jamaica. Yeah. Take a quick excursion boat ride. Do you like doing catamaran excursions when you fly into your destination? If you've never traveled before, taking an excursion is a chance for you to add an activity to your trip. So we chose to add a catamaran excursion. It was fully catered, drinks, food, everything. We had a great time. Welcome and welcome in. My name is Mesha. We are actually taking a trip into where did we were? Punta Cana. We've been all over the place on this show. So if you have a place that you would like to go, a question that you would like to ask, a ship that you would like to explore, I am here for it. Um, Building dreams in the background. So that's what I mean when I say it's going to be a long flight. I'm going to be here sharing this space with you all. It's Window Seat Wednesday for me. So I ain't got nothing but time today. Yes, men travel with us too. Yes, they do. We don't know what he doing, but let's see if he ever jump in. I don't think so. All right, we're gonna switch over real quick and go back into Los Cabos for a quick visit. Y'all, I'm telling you, these waves are beautiful, but they almost took your girl out. So enjoy this. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna spend some time real quick. Oh, yeah. Let me figure out what's going on wrong with my phone because it's still showing me a different layout for y'all. Yeah, why does it keep showing it? Y'all see? I know it's so small. Look, watch. See, on my screen, it has three nothings. Yeah, it has three pictures up there. But it's only two, though, on my screen. Welcome in. My name is Mesha. If you haven't met me before, um, I'm a travel agent. I'm the CEO of Girl Let's Go. I've taken my aspirations as a travel agent. I've built an entire company, which I'm excited to show y'all today a little bit later. But I actually have about 10 travel professionals within the company. We're looking for a total of 25. So we're taking in 15 more, not by, hold on, let me turn this down. Definitely not by trying to do a huge all recruit. Looking for some qualified, very serious people who would like to take the opportunity as I did and make it an opportunity of a lifetime. No joke, but that's a little hard to find. It's okay. I'm patient. I don't want everybody. I don't want everybody, but I am looking for a few good women. If you are out there and think that this might be something that you love to do, let me know. I know I have some visual interruption. We got some turbulence going on here. That's what we call that. Yeah, the screen looked like shit. It just is bad. Either way, stand by, y'all. Yeah, y'all can see it better this way. See, that's just mush. I don't know what's going on. Mm. I do me like this today. All right, let's see if it clears up real quick. It seemed like it didn't now. That's crazy. Why is it acting like this today? Welcome in, my friend. Let's continue on with this experience here in Cabo. Countdown clock is going up. Next cockpit express conversation will be in about 15 minutes. So you are welcome to join in, drop a comment or anything like that. I will definitely check. Um, but enjoy. Let me get going. Get my things to do this. All right, welcome in, welcome in. Now your earpieces in. All right, let's see things on focus. What the hell is wrong with those tabs? All right, well, we gonna let this thing do what it do because I don't know why it's showing different stuff. So this resort was Paradisus in Los Cabos. Didn't have a lot of time to research it before I went. Found out some of my girls was going on a trip in about a week. I got my ticket, grabbed my girl who was ready to go too, and we jumped on the crew. Came in and had an amazing time. This is excuse me, Los Cabos, Paradisus Resort. If you're out there catching sunshines, let me know. This was one that I absolutely love. This thing is just so amazing. All right. So, International Darkness Birthday. All right, welcome in, welcome in. This is Mesha. I'm still here getting prepared, working behind the scenes. I haven't even had my coffee yet, y'all. But I'm hoping that I'll catch somebody today on the replay. It's been 51 minutes boarding at Gate G, and y'all ain't came into the cockpit to chill with your girl or nothing. That's okay. Um, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving and grooving. Thank you so very much for stopping in. But I'm gonna get back to work. Sign up. Okay, new. I love it. Okay, so we got some new travelers that'll be joining us on a few trips today. I'm excited. It's always good news. Right. So we have 7 day tour for Madrid, Barcelona, and Paris. If that sounds like your cup of tea, holla at me. I am cracking open that email now. I have a proposal that I'm entertaining for a group born late 2027, 2028. So if you have been to Madrid, Barcelona, or Paris, definitely let me know. Love to hear from All right, so we have made it into the United Arab Emirates, also known as the UAE. On this particular screen, I'm sharing with you guys, I have stepped into um, Dubai. We're at a museum, just learning about how, learn a lot, but learning the history of the home that I'm in. Really, really cool. If you have not taken a trip where you actually get off the beaten path, maybe take a tour, um, learn a little bit about the history, the culture, the people, the collective, you're really missing out. I've been to Dubai probably about 10, 11 times. And this particular trip that I went on was absolutely the best because I learned so much. It wasn't a trip about laying on someone's beach per se. It was really about exploring, learning. Excuse the background. But I was doing a site inspection, a tour inspection. I went out with a group of travel agents. This is I Travel Lisa. She's one of the baddies in the business. Has and owns her own travel agency till still to this day. So shout out to you, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. But yeah, so we're out in Dubai, and we got a chance to sample the tour that we sell to our travelers. Um, and so having that firsthand experience is great, not just for experiencing the tour, but also the collective of information that you can take in. So I haven't been to Dubai as many times as I've been, and this being the first time that I actually um, took into the tours and excursions and all that, I really enjoyed it. It was different. All right, let's put this in my hours. Make some coffee. Excursions and all that. I wish I could switch the order. Is it because I'm on? Is it on this one? Look, y'all can see. Y'all can see. Tell me something. Is that the stuff here? Let me see. That's a crazy view. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry. On my screen, it shows me small in the little bitty box. But when I'm watching this replay, it got it different. So, whatever. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it at the moment. Okay. What I do need to do is fix this Bluetooth because mine ain't working. Okay, so again, 7 days in Madrid, Barcelona, and Paris. If that sounds like your cup of tea, definitely let me know. I'm getting ready to take a look at this trip. October 2027 for starting at $1,900. We'll start. I'm sharing this with y'all. Welcome in, friend. The stats say there's nobody there, but I believe I'm talking to a million and three. So, welcome in. This is Ford and Call It AG. The segment today is window seat. I have time for it today. I'll be working behind the scenes for quite a while here. It is 6:35 in the morning in Thailand, um, but you all are just starting your evening over there in the States. So if you happen to catch this on your news feed, I'd be happy to chat with you, catch up. But if not, that's okay. I got a lot of work to do behind the scenes, so enjoy the show. This is me getting to my hotel. Yeah, I love this. I was too stressed. Let me let y'all get a feel view on that. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're just now joining or catching us on the feed, my name is Mesha, the visionary at Grow Let's Go. And we're just doing a little reflecting and traveling. Enjoy the show. We are in Dubai at the moment. This is younger me doing a site inspection, learning and being educated on the culture and the history within UAE. So this was their air conditioner system that they had explained to us. Can you imagine? That design right there was used to keep them cool. Welcome in. My name is Mesha. This is Boarding Call at Gate G, an original piece that I wrote. If you're just now tuning in, let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I was tripping. I was in the airplane bathroom. Yeah. What the hell? Hell no. Enjoy the show, y'all. Shout out to younger me. I was really tripping. All right, so I'm clearing out my email this morning. That's one of the first things I do when I sit down at the computer. So, if you're catching any of this in your news feed, you want to chime in, you're more than welcome to. I will give us a different tune and tempo. Thank you so very much for joining Gate Call, recording call at Gate G. My name is Misha. Still playing around in this bathroom, airplane bathroom, I guess. Clearly, I'm not about to show y'all putting on my pantalones. I am. Okay, I was tripping. That's okay. I will take y'all past here a little bit. Yeah. If you have been to Dubai, definitely let me know if it's on your bucket list. I know that with the airport being taken out, it's a far-fetched dream, but it will definitely be around again. And if you've never been, you're definitely missing out. So just enjoy it. I will take you a little bit further in just a second. Got a couple things going on in my background here, but that's all right. Oh, okay. So I was getting dressed for. Oh, I remember what was going on. Okay, that's the dress I was putting on in the bathroom, y'all. A lot of traveling by myself I've done, and it's a little unnerving at times. I've gotten used to it. Um, but I know a lot of people are afraid to move about the world by themselves. But honestly, aren't we all doing that anyway, all the time? Welcome in to Window Seat. My name is Mesha, working behind the scenes as you enjoy the reflections of my life and experience as a travel professional, travel agent, destination diamond, whatever you want to call it. I am the CEO and visionary of Girl Let's Go. Head over to set up your bucket list baddie profile and meet us somewhere on the beaches of the world. So easy, right? All right, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Window Seat. My name is Mesha. Um, I have a little message up on the screen for you today. If you could imagine yourself actually selling all your things and going out into the world somewhere, where would you go? Leave the question in the comments below. I'd love to read and hear from you. My name is Mesha with Girl Let's Go. I look forward to sharing a little bit more of the world with you momentarily. Just hang tight. All right, y'all. Take this as your moment to go ahead and set up that bucket list baddie profile. We've seen a couple come through this morning. I'm grateful. Thank you. Welcome to the family. We can't wait to meet you on the beaches of the world sometime. But until then, my name is Mesha, and this is boarding call engaging. Enjoy the one. All right, where to next? Visit my monkey, El Chapo. Really had a lot of fun with him. He was my absolute favorite. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Mesha. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Uh, right now, I'm just working behind the scenes on a couple things, but I am here for the conversation. If you do want to join me, that's totally up to you. Countdown clock is on the menu, so we will begin to the next conversation in about 15 minutes. Let's do it. Hey y'all, remember me? If you're catching this on your feed, this was me a couple years ago. You should have forever known me as the girl that's always been pounding on her dream. This one in particular has been the longest of the longest. No, I've been at it with the hair for all my life. But anyway, been able to watch this one grow in a way that has been so amazing to share, both inside and out. So I love giving thanks to the younger me because she was the one that wouldn't quit. She kept on believing with me when everyone would low key laugh in my face for real because everybody smiles in my face. I'm so nice, such a great friend. The benefits are so great. But yeah, I had to learn. We'll keep that story short, but it is to say that the younger me had to keep going. So I like giving her a chance to shine because a lot of times I hit the record button, but I never showed y'all. Who knows what I was talking about? Let's go to Dubai. Here I had taken an internship to Dubai, and so I got a chance to experience firsthand one of the tours and experiences that we offer to our clients. So this was a belly dance at like an Arabian Nights type thing. It was really beautiful. Enjoy. If you have ever thought about being a travel agent, just think about your next vacation being a business trip. Oh my God. We can explore the possibilities from there. This is really something everyone should have underneath their hat and definitely on their tax return. Talk to your tax professional about that, but it's something amazing about being able to take a trip and then get a check and then write it off. Again, if you're just now joining me, welcome in. This is an original piece that I wrote. Do you like it? The words are true. A couple versions of it are playing in the background, but again, this was a business trip that I took to Dubai to be able to experience the exact same tours that I was offering to my clients. You'll catch some more of her in a minute in another performance coming up. She was amazing. The entire show was amazing. Imagine. If this is a conversation that you want to have with me about being a travel agent, let's do it. Because at some point, I'm going to need you to get out there in the world and see it for yourself and help me tell the rest of the world about it. This is the job description right here. Okay, but let me be honest though. It's not all like glitz and glam. I have shared so many different moments with y'all, both professional, polished, and edited, and the ones that I hated to show in the moment. But even as I have continued to become the woman and the professional, the business owner, the visionary, the woman that's I'm standing right now in the everything. That girl that you're looking right there, like, please don't get me wrong. There's going to be some building. You're going to have to go on your own journey. You can't live in my shadow doing this. You're going to have to create your own journey and then be willing to share it with the world. So it's work behind it, yeah. But there's also a lot of BS that you got to do too, because I really could care less about taking pictures and showing y'all what I'm doing and etc. But it really does look dope when I put it together in these different edits and stuff. But here's the thing. Let me just catch my thought for just a second. It takes a lot to get to the point where you can really believe that it can happen for you, to you. It could be your life. I remember when my mom was like, "Oh yeah, sign up, become a travel agent. They got this discounted thing going on at $79." I didn't want to do that. I waited to the last minute. I waited till I had the last of the last of my account. I did it on the last day of promotion. And y'all, when I tell you I have had to transform as a person and self-develop and build and push myself and the things that I have had to do. Not saying that my journey or anything is greater or less than anyone else's, but I grew in front of you. At least I know I did. At least I know I did. And I took every curve that life threw at me along the journey, and I made it into something that not only changed my life, but truly it changed a lot of people's lives. All right, so let's talk about this part where you do this thing where you start recording yourself, because that's a lot of people's biggest fear. It was mine actually. I didn't even know that it was a part of the game for real. Oh, my babies. So again, we'll pause right there because we are now going into. I'm going to turn the music down, and I want to share. But you all remember Charlie Brown? I miss my baby, because yeah, there's Lexi. Whew, 2 years ago, I never knew that I would be here in this place, in this space. Never could have imagined, honestly. I thought in that moment things were going to be so different, but isn't that all of this though? Don't we always think it's going to be different? We're here pounding on our dreams and everything in between, everything that's required, all we do it all. And life continues to throw a curveball, at least for me it does. But the one thing that I have always been able to do One is dream. Two, make those dreams come true. And three, do what was required in order to make it happen. So let's go back. I'm going to flip through and just stop at the ponds and the stakes. I found one. Yeah. So we're going back to a period of time right here. Flipping through, I select you, mom. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break and just sit right here. This is my mom. She is the woman who introduced me to this quote unquote opportunity. So I'm gonna just let that sit right here. Love you, mom. Yes, thank you, mommy. Yeah, that. Let me bring my mama back real quick. I really just, yeah, I gotta just thank her in this moment because I could have just said no. Mm-mm, I'm not doing that, mom. Travel agent, are you serious? And the way stuff is looking right now, no. I, I just had the grand closing of the lady firm. Like my first business, I had to close, mom. What you mean travel to work? Yeah, let me pause right there. Yeah. Mm. I'm about to call my mama, y'all. Let's see if she up. Okay, she might have been mad at me. Uh, sorry. Okay, she might not answer. But anyway, y'all, my mom brought me into this business, this opportunity. And let me tell you, that picture right there, that was her and I think it was her first time too, actually. It was her and I taking our first trip, like a mother daughter destination trip, but we were travel agents, both of us. My mama is a travel agent. You feel me? I said, did you see me do that move? I got that from this movie called The Heist. I love you, the Mr. Professor. But anyway, I didn't tune that out and went into something else. But anyway, let me see if I can turn this music this stuff down. It'd be too much sometimes trying to do all this. Which one is the mic? Which one is the music? Okay, yeah. So it was our first like for real mother daughter trip, but it was also our first for real trip, and it was our first um trip as travel agents, and we were going to our first like convention at sea. I mean, not at sea, in destination. It was just a convention. That's it. It was just a convention, but it was in the Dominican Republic. Like, how cool was that? So let me just pause, like I said, for a second because I do want to go forward, but I got to make sure that we're clear to do so. Yeah, let me take these towers real quick. I will go ahead and take this as an opportunity to give you all a commercial break or send my destination darlings out and see if you have a trip on your mind or perhaps some bucket list baddie behavior that you would like to grab today. So as I gather my thoughts and just keep moving on with the day, I want to invite you to take a trip over to girletsgo.com, and wherever you're going in the world, please grab yourself something and take a picture. Show us. Get a cup and put it in the office. I don't care what you do, but let's flood the world with a little bucket list baby behavior. I got a little bit of stuff for everyone, and my collection is laced with my journey. To be honest with you, you don't have to catch every line. It's written in the trips. It's written in the merch. It's written in the behavior. It's there. The truth is, all of us are on an in-flight mode for real. We all are going through different turbulences in our life. We all have a little bit of wings from the wreckage, if you will. We all have to learn how to live, how to love, how to let go. We all have to keep on keeping on. We have to stick to the plans and build our dreams despite what life throws at us and how things work out and how they don't. Because who cares if they don't for real? You got to try to even know if it was a candidate to work out. And who's to say that by your measure, the time that you want to grow or you want to throw in a towel, that's the time to give up. You just got to keep going. And so I have for years, sprinkling a little bit of bucket list baddie behavior across the world, meeting women and men from everywhere. But I showed up with my mouth silent to a collection and to a truth that I have embedded in my website. In every piece of merch, there is a story. And there's also an invitation for you to find you in that. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be looked by me. But if you're out there pounding on a dream, if you know someone that is, send them a little bucket list baddie behavior. Please. I would appreciate it. Look at the collection, y'all. I'm gonna just let this sit right there because it really speaks volumes to the growth of what has even gone on with New Roller stuff and our merge. So I'm sorry I'm all up in the screen and everything, but I'm really proud and excited at this moment. And I want to thank my mom again for the opportunity, just sharing with me. But I also want to thank myself for not giving up because it's taken a lot to be able to get to a point and place where I can sit and I can pound on my dream and I can make sense of it. I can talk about it and I can share it. And I'm looking forward to, again, like I said, I have 10 destination darlings. A couple of them are still in training. Some of them have graduated, have been booking with us for years, who are all hands into what you're seeing now. It's a collective. Boogie, boogie, boogie. No, I'm playing. I might be doing too much. Let me check and see if I even have somebody watching. Probably not. That's the thing. But that won't stop the thing. You know this. Okay, so yeah, to even get to the point now um, where I can just focus on that. Okay, so my Amy is reaching out to me. This might be my uncle too, so y'all just hang tight. So where we are right now is at girlletsgo.com. You're checking out that bucket list baddie behavior. I'm gonna actually take y'all over to my homepage real quick because I want to highlight a baddie that's been bad, been bad. Let me clear my throat. Been bad, and then I'm gonna give me some coffee. Bucket list baddie behavior for sure. But this girl been bad, but when I say bucket list baddie behavior or bucket list baddie, let's just start there. To me, a bucket list baddie is not a person that is just traveling the world every time you see them living the best life like everything is great. Hell no. No. The bucket list baddie is the person that couldn't have even got there if she wasn't sticking to her goals in the first place. She wakes up in the middle of the night. Hell, she probably doesn't even go to sleep. Whether it's her fault or just the way the cookies crumble, because insomnia is actually a thing. It could be my story, it could be hers, it could be yours, it could be anybody's. But if you're sticking to your goals, if you're sticking to your dreams, then that's a bucket list buddy kind of thing. You feel me? So when I put behavior behind it, that's the action word. That's shit right there. You see that shit right there? That's okay. So that right there, Chanel. I am an elegant fan. If you didn't see me get hyped a little bit, yeah. And I was so thankful, one, to be a part of her journey. She truly ignited something in me. I've been following her as best I can for my own personal inspiration, but also just the connection to her. But the fact that she started with a box of shirts and has been able to size down and not even that be a part of her journey for real. Her journey has nothing to do with me. The fact she chose to wear the shirt that day and then damn leggings is doing a thing. And she's doing her motherfucking thing. And she has been. Like, that's just who gonna be the next spotlight, highlight? Who's gonna be the next? And can you rock a little bucket list baby behavior from time to time? I don't want to sound like I'm begging or nothing, but let's just be clear. I come up on here, I post every day. I go live all the time. I have done this for years, and it you could find a million ways to say the same thing, but let's just say it this way. Can you do that today? Do you have it in your account today? Because I would appreciate it. Yeah, I would truly appreciate it. Our bucket list baddie behavior should be everywhere because I know we are everywhere. So again, get over to burlesco.com and show up, show up and show out. Can we do that? All right, so I'm just going to leave it right here for a second. Give us the countdown clock. I'm open for conversation. We have taken this plan into a lot of different ways and directions. But I do need to put a little intermission in here so that way I can get the work done that I said I'm getting done behind the scenes. Ah, okay, so sorry about that, y'all. Oh, you know what? I need a better DJ. I'm sorry, y'all. Again, I've been playing around with writing a couple of pieces. Um, and things. And so y'all getting the worst of it because it sounds like it's on repeat. My bad. Just tune that out, okay? Because it's better for me to let y'all hear that until I fix it than for me to keep getting flagged with whatever YOUTU, however you're supposed to say and do that. Get like it's crazy. So anyway, just enjoy. This is um this is one that I recently wrote, and let me know what you think. Welcome in again. This is a piece I'm working on. The fact that it sounds like and it is on repeat is not your imagination. It's subtle changes that I've been making and corrections and edits and stuff. So just enjoy the scenery, tune it out, get to know the words, that sort of thing. But we're in Dubai at the moment, and also I am working on my things to do. So welcome in, Wonder Feet. My name is Mesha. I'm the visionary at Girl Let's Go. And this is an original piece written by myself. Enjoy. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Nisha, and thank you so very much for joining. We are taking a moment to head over to the bucket list fatty behavior, hey girl, let's go, and making sure that you get something. Show up in the world. We can't wait to meet you. That is the slogan, one of them. Hey girl, let's go. And so, yeah, head on over and create your bucket list fatty behavior profile so we can get to know you and get to working on your next dreams and things. How about that? Where would you go? Listen to the words. All right, welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call Engaging. My name is Mesha. We do have a countdown clock coming up, so I will be looking to see if we have anybody who's joined us in the cockpit for conversations today. In about 8 minutes, for me, this is my window seat time slot, so it's going to be a long flight. Means that I'm here for the conversation and the connection if it happens, but I also have an agenda behind the scenes, and so I'll work through the day and also be here to catch you and reflect, empower you, share some stories along the way, and also invite you to take a look at what I've been building over the last 10 or so years. Um, but yeah, how about that? Create your bucket list ready profile at Girl Let's Go. I'm gonna let that sit right there for just a second and see you guys in just a second. Welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Mesha, and behind the scenes, I am actually getting a little work done. I did check the cockpit, and we don't have anyone that has upgraded to the cockpit experience, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and put a another countdown clock up. Maybe I will catch some of you a little bit later today, and that is okay. I'm going to work on some things, like I said, behind the scenes. So pop in and enjoy, call me, that sort of thing. But yeah, let's let's keep it going. Boarding call at Gate G. My name is Misha. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you're catching the replay, just make sure to let me know that you did stop in for a little while. And if you did jump into one of the conversations that I monologued, because wasn't nobody there. Um, but if you do happen to catch one of those, let me know. Tap in. We covered a lot today. And that was a fun part. At least I did. I covered a lot today. Anyway, enjoy. All right, y'all. So I don't know how long we've been without audio. My apologies. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm gonna get it fixed.
Maybe all the flight is what you see, but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them calling boarding, call it gate G. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation is what I call work. So no, you wouldn't understand, but I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I land. As soon as I land.
All right, y'all. I'm trying to get it together in the background. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that I actually lost audio and my left engine out of this space, y'all. Out of the freaking this space. Let's get us out of this loop here, because this is really an exciting part of the journey. But again, like I said, we lost one engine. The left engine is lost. Mentally, I can't remember what they told us on the trip when I sat there, but I know it's one of the biggest. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and allow you guys to have an experience there. So enjoy. Let me know if you're joining and where from. I'll fix all the audio stuff in just a second.
On a business trip to Punta Cana, kids cruise to the Bahamas. Airport inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list baddie behavior. And I savor every moment I can flee with the weighted world behind me, chasing horizons that make your soul speak, so you can't imagine the depths of
I'll let you guys just a little further, but we are
maybe all the flight is what you see, but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard him calling boarding, call it gate G. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation is what I call work. So you baby, yeah, you wouldn't understand, but I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I land.
I'll let y'all listen to this one, and then I'm gonna take the audio out. I'm talking about.
Apologize for what? Booking the flight. Last time I checked, I was living my life. I understand things might not be done, but they can stay undone while I'm under the sun.
All right, y'all ready? So you know you have to get dressed and have
Butler
your
service,
shoulders
my
and everything
upgrade
covered,
life.
right? All right, let's get these tickets. All right, so I was chuckling at the fact that I was watching something y'all wasn't even seeing. So here we go. We are inside the mall. I'm gonna chuckle every time because yes, we are inside here and we are getting a chance to sample the culture. We appreciate being able to do so. Everywhere we go, it's an appreciation. It's a love. We got one more time to run into anything that is standing in my way today. And we're gonna go ahead and land this plane, honey. I can't. I got too much more to do. My darling just messaged me. We got some baddies headed to Brazil who just had a sprinkle of behavior arrive. I want to show y'all real quick, actually. Um, the left wing, it is running out of disk space. Like I said, we got some engine trouble over there, but I'm gonna try to tune in real quick and let y'all see what they got. And but my computer frozen though, so that's kind of crazy. So y'all just bear with me if you can't hear me in the audio. Just hang tight. We got a little turbulence. Okay. Okay, now we're working with something. Let me get me out the window. And then let me fix that eeriness in the audio. What's going on? That sounds so bad. Maybe I have to connect to my phone. Let me try to learn something real quick before I get up here. Oh, that sounds super bad. I'm still trying to work out that sound issue, y'all. Oh, that sounds super issue. Y'all, I'm sad because I've been giving complete audio for about a good 3 minutes. Y'all ain't heard it. I'm too mortified. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this countdown be the last countdown of the evening. We're gonna go ahead and end this flight. It has been a lot of interruptions. But shout out to younger me. That was a whole lot of craziness that y'all see and saw and are seeing right now. But let me share something with you. There is an amazing freedom that comes with being able to set yourself free. So introducing free me, because that's exactly what I did with this opportunity. I freed myself in the craziest of ways, but I traveled a lot of times solo by myself. So I got a chance to get to know me in so many different ways and just to even shake off all that I was going through or, like I said, put the weight of the world behind me. So I'm gonna shut up for a second and we're gonna get from out of this crazy moment. But yeah, when I come up out this room, we're gonna head over to some other parts of Dubai and explore a little bit. We got about 5 minutes to do so, and then I'm out of here. Actually, 4 minutes. Welcome in. This is Window Seat. We're into a personal reflection moment with Mesha. Enjoy the craziness of younger me. These are some clips of me just having fun behind the scenes. Um, but yeah, the mission of the day is to actually get out and do some exploring and head over to the same buildings. All right, let's see. So again, this was a business trip to Dubai. By the way, we are looking for some destination darlings, those who are willing to book trips as well as venture out into the world and help us be the eyes on the ground for the ladies and gentlemen that join us in the trips around the world. We would love to have you. So make sure that you head over to girlletsgo.com and set up your bucket list daddy behavior profile. Whether you want to travel with us, become a destination darling, or be one of the baddies out there helping us sprinkle a little bit of behavior around the world, a little bit of bucket list baddie behavior. Let me put some respect on my brand. But I'm tired of talking today. I'm glad Countdown represents the last flight. It has been a nice one with y'all today. It's my window seat Wednesday. Yeah, well, it's my Thursday, but it's y'all's Wednesday. So I dedicate this time and hour just to being able to be present. And this was more of a on the live show for me because I didn't really get a chance to prepare. Didn't have anyone lined up, but it's a lot of work and a lot of living and a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I just am thankful to be able to start carving out the time to put umbrellas in front of you and also allowing us all to have a platform that we can grow with. So if you do ever have the time, you want to stop by, share a laugh, ask a question, check in, I would love to hear from you. But if not, that's okay. The show will go on because in this season of my life, I have nothing but time to highlight and show my dreams. And having a little show like this has always been one of them. So, welcome to this chapter, and I'm going to be highlighting it with the things that I've been building. So, you'll meet a lot of this girl right here. She's younger than me. Um, Bucket list baby, well before it even had a name and a definition. But everything is defined now, and I invite you to take a tour. Um, again, to our Let's Go. The website is a place where you can really dig in and uncover a lot, not just about the business, the story, um, but also for yourself. It's a journey for you. So head on over, create your profile, get to know who we are. Heck, bad out there in the world. Find your collection. Help us sprinkle a little bucket with baby behavior around the world. This is your invitation to join us. Again, my name is Mesha. It's been great, but it's time for me to move on to the next portion of my day. And you all have a good one. Let us enjoy one more song as I pan over our bucket list fatty behavior. Again, with pride asking that today you stop by, if you haven't done so before, and get you a piece. I would love to hear your take on it. I'd love to get an unboxing, a picture, a video. I am really trying to put my brand out there in the world. I don't want that to get lost in the sauce, these long flights, pictures and videos and edits and posts things that more or less, listen, all that's cute, but it's a hell of a long way of saying, can you just purchase something ever? And can that be today? Whenever that today is, if this pops up on your birthday, can you do that? You can actually take comfort and a little bit of that directness in there because that's what's needed and that's what I want to see. So I'm putting it out there proudly. I hope you receive it that way as an invitation to head on over and show off yourself as a bucket list baddie, not because you traveled the world all over, but because you're doing the things in between that are going to give you the ability to do so. If that's you, tap in. Just like my girl Nelly did right here. She is a bucket list baddie well before she gets to grow herself, well before she shows up into anybody's destiny. Ready, a goal getter. And many of you, all of us are too. So if you can find that self in you, and of course, you can find that self in one of the collections that we have at Girl Let's Go, that would be amazing. It would. So anyway, I'm gonna head on out. This show is over. I pray that you guys have an amazing day. But that's about it. Enjoy it. So on the way out.